Welcome back to Movie Type News Stuff. My name is Aiden Mungai. This is the third episode. Let's get this show started. First, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle Power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How could news about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever be bad? No, the news is he's changing the origin of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so that now they're aliens. Where the f do you get off, Michael Bay? First you ruined Transformers by adding your shit brand of humor, with useless characters taking focus away from the Autobots and the Decepticons, the bloody robots that the title is there for, to Sam Woodless McFuckballs. You make a piece of shit remake of Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, and now you want to bring your stupid explode first, explode later, explode some more, and when everything's on fire, well, that's the movie. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. I'm Michael Bay. Listen to me, Michael Bay. You are not a good filmmaker! Michael Bay has responded to the anger of the fans with this message. Fans need to take a breath and chill. They have not read the script. Our team was working closely with the original creators of Ninja Turtles to help expand and give a more complex backstory. Relax. We're including everything that made you become fans in the first place. We were just building a richer world. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'll calm down. It's not like you're taking the Teenage Mutant out of Ninja Turtles and making him otherworldly alien Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I'll calm down. Wait, no, I won't calm down. You have never worked with a good script in your life, Michael Bay. Your talk of scripts mean nothing to me. Moving on to less aggravating news, we have some Dark Knight updates. A new Dark Knight Rises update has been released, revealing a more detailed synopsis of the film. When Commissioner Gordon stumbles upon a plot to destroy the city from within, Bruce Wayne gets back into action as the Batman. Waiting for him is the mysterious Selina Kyle and Bane, a lethal adversary in a crusade to tear apart Batman's legacy piece by piece. I'm Batman. Also in Batman news, the length of the rough cut of the film has been released, and it's clocking in around 4 hours. Note that the final running time will be much shorter, but Nolan is well known for pacing his films very well, even though his films tend to be on the longer side. Also, looking at recent box office number ones, longer films tend to do well, with Avatar being the number one. That's a very long film. Titanic is incredibly long. All the Lord of the Rings films did really well. They're very long. So there's a good chance that The Dark Knight Rises could beat The Dark Knight's box office record. I'll be looking for a midnight screening of this film near me, and I will report back to you as soon as it's released on how great it is. Whether it's really great or just a little bit great. Because I know it's going to be great. It has to be. It's Batman. A new trailer for Snow White and the Huntsman has been released, and I'm finding myself looking more and more forward to this movie. The design looks pretty cool, especially the mirror, that way it just flows out, it's liquid. It looks really cool. Charlize Theron as the evil Switch Queen, she looks cool and hot. Hot as hell, Charlize Theron. Wow. I think the reason I'm having my reservations about this film would be Kristen Stewart. I've yet to see her act or show any emotion at all. But so far in the trailer, she seems to be doing okay, I guess. She only says a few words, so it's really hard to tell. But everyone else seems to be giving it their all, and I'm hopeful that this film will be better. I mean, it's definitely looking better than Mirror Mirror. That film looks horrible, just full of cheese and wooden cheese. Oh, bad. And now for my review of one of the first big releases of this year, The Hunger Games. Okay, so as you know, first I'll give my opinion going into the film and then what I felt going out afterwards. Alright, going into the film, I hadn't read the books, I didn't know a lot about it. I knew the plot, I knew that there was going to be, she goes into this Hunger Games thing to save her sister. That's about all I knew. I didn't know what would happen during the Hunger Games, I didn't know how they would work with an M rating, or PG-13 if you're in America. of how they'd work that through and be like, oh yeah, it's M, but children killing each other, how that'd work. It's worked in other films with violence and stuff, but I wasn't sure how they'd do it in this film. And I didn't know much about all the actors. I knew Thor's brother was in it, Liam Hemsworth, brother of Chris Hemsworth. I didn't know how much he'd be in it. I wasn't sure how this film would do. Let's find out how it did. Okay, this film's actually pretty good. I do have some, I'll say the problems I had with it first. The camera work near the start and during the Hunger Games bit is really shaky, and it's kind of annoying. I just feel like that they didn't need to have it all shaky all the time. I mean, I guess they were trying to add to the atmosphere, trying to use like, oh, if we shake the camera first, we can get away with it later during the games. But yeah, it was annoying me a bit at first. It's really long. It's a really, really long film. But according to the person next to me, they got everything in the book. You know, I guess besides the inner monologue. I heard the book was in first person, so you know the actress would have had to use all the inner monologue just as facial expressions. The acting is pretty good. Lenny Kravitz, who would have known he's a good actor? You know, I thought for his small part of what he did really well. Jennifer Lawrence, who plays Katniss, she did really well. Last time I saw her was in Winter's Bone, which she did amazingly, and it was a great film. And I really felt like the start of the film really had that sort of Winter's Bone feel, so I can see why they got her, why they casted her if they just looked at that film. Because the town at the start is really bleak, it's poor, and yeah, you could have interspliced scenes from Winter's Bone with the start of the film, not the rest of the film, obviously. But the start of the film, it really does feel like a sort of bleak, poor, like, oh, dystopian sort of thing. It's a bit long, but it's really tense. I did jump in out of my seat at one point. Just one point during the Hunger Games. Not like the Hunger Games film, the Hunger Games gladiatorial kids killing each other bit. There was one point where I did jump out of my seat. Yeah, I'd recommend it. I give it about 8 out of 10. Yeah, it seems like a good rating, 8 out of 10. If you wanted to see it, if you read the books. If you read the books, you're gonna see it anyway. But if you haven't read the books and you're wondering, oh, should I see it? Yeah, I think you'll like it. You know, it's different. It's nothing like Twilight. Okay, that was my big gonna be my big comparison to it. Nothing like that. But yeah, 8 out of 10. I'd recommend seeing it. Check it out. And now to box office news. Last weekend in Australia, the top 5 films were Margin Call with 446,000, Project X with 525,000, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance with 827,000, John Carter with $1.57 million, and the number 1 film in the country last weekend was 21 Jump Street with $4 million! It's good for the Australian box office. Maybe not for the American one, but for here it's good. New films coming out this weekend are The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, The Hunger Games, and The Raid in select theatres. I really want to see that film. I'll have to find someone that's showing it because it looks awesome. My name is Aiden Munga. You've just watched Movie Type News Stuff. I'll see you guys next Friday.